Zach Oehlman, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, like the video, share in the comments, let us know what you're looking for. Today we have a very special guest. This gentleman I've known for almost 7 years, and he helped me break into the real estate investing arena. He helped me with my first deal, my second deal, I think all the first 5 or 10 of them I did. I had help from Randy Pertler. So today I want to take some time and interview him. And I want to introduce him real quick. So I met Randy 7 years ago back in Chicago, Illinois. Randy is a full-time real estate investor, has done over 100 transactions, including fix and flips, rehabs, income properties, wholesaling, subject twos, multifamilies. He's currently working on 8 rehabs, which are in various stages of completion. His current focus is single-family fix and flip homes, and he's expanding his rental portfolio. He has used equity partnerships, self-directed retirement accounts, private money, hard money, and traditional lenders to fund his diverse portfolio. He's helped many people self-direct their retirement accounts, allowing them to partner with him and profit from opportunities in real estate. So welcome, Randy Pertler. How you doing, my friend?
Good to see you.
Yeah, so this is special, and you're a very special guy to me, just given all the help and support that you provided me. So first off, I want to say thank you to that. But I want to get into some questions, and the first one is, I know your background, right? And real quick, do you want to share your background and specifically why, I know you had a very successful career, why you decided to transition into real estate?
Sure. Yeah. Thanks for having me on. So yeah, I was in educational publishing. I first was a teacher and coach out of college. Then I went into educational publishing. I worked real hard in that field, and I was blessed enough to have become the vice president of sales of the divisions of 3 different publishing companies. And they were pretty large publishing companies. The divisions I ran were smaller in comparison to the size of the companies. But 3 times in my career, my position was eliminated. So it wasn't like I was doing a terrible job and they just fired me. Okay, that would be a little easier to deal with. But it was a matter of doing well, having all those hours and airplanes and the hotels and doing everything the way you're supposed to do it. And then 2 companies merged together and they only need 1 VP of sales of that division. Another time we were bought out by another company, and obviously their executive staff and management staff took over. And then the last time, or actually in 2008, what happened was the company I worked for laid off 300 people all in the same day, including myself and my whole department. So I had dabbled in real estate a little bit back when I was a teacher, but I had left it for years on my pursuit of my career. But when this happened repeatedly 3 times, it's like, I've got to have something, a plan B for one thing, if this ever happens again, if I decide to go back into that field, or do I just do it and focus on it full time so that somebody else is not in control of whether or not I have income the next day. And that's, we talk about it in our group that job security is an oxymoron. And by definition, if it's a job, no matter how good it is, if it's a job, it's not secure because somebody else is deciding whether or not you're going to work the next day, whether that's a board or the president or the vice president. Somebody outside of your control is making that decision. So that's why I got started in real estate. I like the idea of being able to make a good income, have flexibility, spend time with my kids. So that's what really motivated me.
I love it. I love it. I know you do all different types of real estate investing. And something I'd love for you to talk about is there's a lot of people out there that want to get started in real estate. And one of their biggest challenges, at least that I hear, is I don't have the money. And what I've learned is you don't need them. You don't need your money. I actually got started in real estate because I was broke. So I'd love for you just to share about some of the stuff that you're doing creatively, because I know you partner with a lot of people, you use a lot of other people's money. So if you could just share a little bit about what you're doing in that world.
Sure. And that was the biggest, I think, evolution to my investing was once I learned how to raise capital, honestly, ethically, following all the rules. Because just like you, most people that get involved are always thinking about just their own resources. What do I have to put into it in terms of money resources? What they should be thinking about is what do I have to put into it in terms of intellectually, knowledge, skills, experience, because that's harder to come by than the money. A lot of people have money out there. More people have money out there than they have real estate investing knowledge, experience, right? So what really helped expand my business is when I learned a lot about self-directed IRAs and 401ks, how I can actually help people. We see ourselves as problem solvers as real estate investors. So by us looking at every encounter of real estate, every transaction is a problem that we could possibly solve. So the best deals, about the only deals I'm doing right now, someone has a problem. Now that problem could be the house, right? So that's one side of it, the acquisition of the house. But think about it the other way. Other people maybe is in the stock market right now and don't want to be all in the stock market. They don't know that they have options for their money. They think it's a bank account earning 0.1% interest in a savings account, or maybe it's a CD for a couple percent, or a money market for a couple more percent. They don't know that there's a possibility that they can invest in real estate, whether, like you said, as a private money lender, earn double, triple, quadruple what perhaps they're getting in the traditional savings accounts, right? So we're also problem solvers for people that are looking to expand their retirement money. How can I grow this faster but still be safe? And whether it's putting it all into real estate or a portion of it, it allows them to diversify. So really, and I hear this all the time. People will say, Randy, I'd be a great real estate investor if I only had the money. And I laugh, and this is what I tell them. I said, that's like saying I could win a Grammy if I could only sing. Because what you don't understand is finding the capital, being able to raise capital, raise money, put partnerships together. That's a third of what real estate investing is. It's acquisition, it's funding, so it's finding, it's funding, and then it's the exit strategy, whether that's holding on to rent it or to flip it. So people don't understand how important that piece is. And I'm sure I didn't fully understand it as well. But that was the one thing that really, I think, changed my business, is to learn those resources. Because even if you come into it with some money, you still have limited capital. That limit might be high. You might have, you could have $1 million to invest in real estate, but you don't have 2 million, right? You don't have 3 million. There's always a cap if you're only using your own resources. So to be able to use resources of other people, that's a game changer.
That's fantastic. I didn't understand the brevity of real estate investing until I actually got started, right? There's a lot to it. And I want to be respectful of everyone's time here. I want one more question is, I know there's a lot of people that want to break into real estate investing. I wanted to become a real estate investor for years, probably 5, 6, 7. Actually, when I was 18, I said, I want to become an investor. I just didn't know how. I went the long route through college, went that traditional route. That didn't really fulfill what I wanted to. And then at 27, I got connected with you guys. And then, so what would you say, what advice would you give to the person out there that wants to get started as a real estate investor, as an entrepreneur, and that sort of thing?
So, yeah, I mean, the big thing is most people don't know what they don't know, right? No matter what field they're in, and real estate is really true of that, is you really need to get formally, and the reason I say formally is you can go out there and pick and choose stuff that you see on the internet, but there's no vetting process. You don't know what's good information, what's false information, what information can get you in a lot of trouble, right? So the path I took, and the path I know you took, is we went through a formal training program. So that's one, that's very important. I tell people, you're going to pay for your real estate investing training, whether you know it or not. You're either going to go in and try to do it on your own, or something you saw on YouTube. You're going to try to do that on your own, and you're going to pay dearly for it. Or you can get in a planned curriculum and know that you're protecting yourself and you're maximizing your profits. So that's number one, is getting that training. And the other thing that we've already talked about, try to find a mentor, someone that has done it before. And, you and I worked on the first couple of deals together. I mean, that's great for you, and it's great for me too. It's a great experience for me to bring someone along that hasn't done their first deal, and to see them just blossom like you have is just very rewarding. So those two things, understanding, knowing as much as you can about real estate, and then finding somebody, whether that's one mentor, a variety of mentors that can help you, certainly with the first couple of deals, that's imperative. If you don't do that, the odds are really stacked against you in real estate.
Yeah, I love it. You're going to pay one way or another, right?
Yeah.
So if people want to get a hold of you, Randy, what's the best way for them to reach out?
Great. So a couple ways. One, I invite you to join my YouTube channel. You can just put in Randy Pertler, Randy Pertler on YouTube, and you can join and subscribe. And also, if you want to contact me, I give out my email address. It's my first name and last name, Randy Pertler at onlineowners.com. That's online owners, plural, onlineowners.com. That's probably the best way to reach out to me, and I'd love to talk to you.
Cool. Well, I want to thank you for your time, Randy. And for all the listeners, if you have any questions of us, put them in the comments. Make sure you subscribe. We're trying to do a video every day. Make sure you like and hit the bell so you can be notified. So thank you for your time. Have a beautiful day.